Right, so I don't know why I'm filming it like this, but cool. Right, show week 2, week 12 reflection. Yep, reflection. What happened this week? Literally not much. It was just the slam, jazz night, and the self tapes. So the self tapes, what went well and done? The self tapes. If I remember at the top of my head, I was able to keep my composure. Less is more in screen acting, and yeah, that's what went well for that. However, I need to make sure to stop being so tense because there were times actually when I was doing my screen acting performance, or when I was doing my self tapes. Let's calm down a bit. When I was doing my self tapes, there were just times where I just wouldn't show emotion, and it's just a thing about me. I'm like, why do I not show emotion when I'm doing my self tapes? It just makes no sense. I don't know why I don't do it. But yeah, I'm glad I done it. I was actually able to make things realistic for the second one because I've done 2 monologues like everyone else, self tape wise. One of them was not a question of sex actually, it was the life of Pi. I done the farewell one. I done the farewell monologue where he said goodbye to Richard Parker, but it wasn't really a goodbye. And I'd done Measure for Measure. So I'd self-tape both of them. I'm actually done with both of them now. I'm so gassed. I'm just done. Like, hell yeah, bro. Because screen acting is not my biggest strength. And Leanne, I know you're watching this. Or Ryan, I know you're watching this. Screen acting ain't my strength. But you know what? I'm glad you gave it to us. But let me tell you, screen acting is not my strength, bro. Let me tell you that right now. But yeah, that's what happened with that. Things to improve on, not just the lighting could have been better. There were times I was still tensed up. And the thing is, oh my god, why do I look so clapped? Why do I look so ugly when it comes to screen acting? I don't know why. I just do. Like right now I'm calm, but I don't know what's wrong with my look. Sometimes my neck is too high or too low. I don't know where to sit my neck because I want my perfect. Want the perfect face shape to be on it. You get it? I don't want to be talking like this. I don't want to be talking like this. I want it to be straight, like so. But yeah, that's what happened. And what else? There was a slam, cheering on my friends, watching the slam. It was good fun watching the slam, learning from the other actors, understanding how the other actors can improve on as well, because some of them were some of them were a little bit too quiet. Others you could tell were really nervous, but that's completely normal. That's a part of acting, you get nervous, you get shy, sometimes you're not as loud as you want to be, and that's completely fine, it's a part of acting. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, and Ruby thought with School won it, absolutely deserved. On be honest, she absolutely killed it. So big ups to her, And what other happened? Jazz night, had a little dress up for jazz night. Jazz night was fun. Do a little dress up. Sit down at the table with your family, watch a little bit of jazz, catch up with some previous students from former students that are no longer there, and yeah, I had some chat with some former students I've never met before, and yeah, that was real good fun, and I'm absolutely delighted I went to jazz night. And so yeah, that's what happened. Just watching the show, just watching the slam, and watching jazz night. So yeah, that's what happened. Really, I'm not cussing, just doing this. Get me. And yeah, that's what happened. So. Cheers to the week. Last term 1 done. Man, probably gonna be doing level 4. But yeah, let's go.